Alright guys, welcome to a new video. I think this is the third video on the Kx420. As you guys know, I picked this thing up for, what was it, $500 I believe, maybe a week ago. And we got it running. The first time we bump started it, that video will be up here. That was kind of cool. Chuck pulled me in the back of his truck with this thing. And we got it to bump start, which was awesome. So that video will be right up here. And then the last video, we actually got it running with the kickstart. So I kicked it over a couple times, fired up, took it for a ride, a very slow ride in first and second gear, and it seemed to be going pretty good. So today I want to try to figure out where the air leak is coming from and get the air filter back on it, all hooked up and ready to go, and then we'll take it for a nice rip. And that's the plan. So I want to go through every single gear with this thing, maybe do like a top speed run, and just see if it goes through all the gears. Once we get the air filter on, everything tuned up, I want to be able to kick this thing over without having to put gas down the carburetor. That's the goal. So we'll get everything cleaned up here, really nice looking, and then we'll take this thing for a nice rip through every single gear. So stay tuned for that. It should be pretty exciting. All right, before we start digging into this bike, today's video is actually sponsored by Custom Grips. Custom Grips makes gloves. So they sent me a couple to test out. They have an Amazon shop. So if you guys want to go check them out, link will be in the description. I'll kind of go over how these are rated. Usually I just wear these cheap black ones from the store that are really cheap, and these I probably have to go through probably 6 pairs a day because they rip, and then gas and oil soak through them. So with these are actually built out of like really durable material. You can actually wash them and reuse them, which is really nice. They've got this nitrile foam coating on the palm, which doesn't allow any liquids to soak through, which is really nice. Biggest pet peeves is when gloves are too thick and you can't feel anything when you're working on stuff. These are really, really thin, and you can, they're basically like a very, very thin glove. So that's what I really like about them so far. But today we're gonna be testing these out and really going through them, seeing if they can hold up to what we're doing. And I'm gonna give my review on them at the end of the video. So Custom Grips actually uses an EN388 rating scale for these gloves, and I'll put a thing up on the screen to show you guys kind of what that is, but it's basically a way to test and rate these gloves. So there's 4 numbers associated with each glove. So if you guys want to buy these gloves, this is kind of what you're going to be looking for. These gloves are actually EN388 and then 4132, and I'll tell you guys what these numbers mean. So the 4 numbers mean abrasion, cut resistance, tear, and puncture. So abrasion, this is basically the number of cycles required to break down the glove. The protection is rated on a scale from 1 to 4. The higher the number, the higher the resistance has. So the gloves they sent me actually have a 4, which is the highest level of abrasion. The second number is cut resistance. This is based on the number of cycles required to cut through the glove. The scale is rated 1 to 5, with a cut 5 glove providing the best protection. So this is rated with a 1. These gloves are rated 1. And then there's tear, which is the third number. Rated 1 to 4, with 4 being the most tear resistant. So how likely is it to tear? This is rated a 3. So these are really, really strong gloves. And then there's puncture, based on the amount of force required to pierce the material of the glove. Rates 1 to 4. 4 provides the most protection. So this is basically how hard is it to puncture this glove. This is a 2. So I mean, as you can see, they're very thin, and that's why they're easier to puncture. So but still, a 2 is very good. So based off the scale, you can kind of pick the gloves that best fit your need. A link for these gloves and many more options will be in the description with a coupon code 2vintage10 for 10% off until May 30th. Anyway, let's get into the video and start testing out these gloves. All right guys, first thing I did was put the foot peg back on. It was just 1 bolt right here. All right, let's lube up the brake, the back brake. We just put that on, so. And then there's a little lever in the back that needs to be lubed right here. that's good to go. Just use some WD-40, and yeah, brake seems to be working pretty well. All right, so both brakes are done. Those are working perfect. I noticed the clutch was a little bit loose, so I tightened that up. So that's gonna be good to go. It's really good now. Throttle, we fixed last video. You can hear it hitting the bottom now. So that's all good to go. Let's see how much gas we have in here. Could probably use some more gas. All right, so another issue is with the pipe. I'll quick show you guys. I know a lot of people last video must not have watched the first couple videos, but there is a hole in the pipe. I'll show you guys where the hole is. It's right, oh, there it is. You can see it right there. There's a big hole in the pipe right there. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. But yeah, it's a pretty big hole. Let me just see if I can go on the other side here. So yeah, that's a pretty big hole right there. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. It's basically like the whole pipe is being split in half. So that definitely needs to be either welded or replaced. If anyone has recommendations for that, let me know in the comments. Let's tighten these up, and then we can take this piece for a ride. So right now this bike is a little bit dirty. You can see the rims are just kind of filthy of all mud and crap. So what we're going to do is kind of just spray it over with some WD-40, see if we can polish up some of the rims and the plastics here, and see if we can make it look a little bit better. And it looks a little bit better. I'll show you guys the other side as well. But you know, you can only do so much about the plastics. They're not the greatest looking plastics in the world, but the rims and stuff shined up pretty good. All right, let's mix up a little 40-to-1 here. All right, let's see if we can start this bike today. Holy cow, this thing's loud. I'm officially deaf.
That thing is insane.
Holy cow.
It like came next to me and my eardrums just like completely.
Did you feel your eardrum rattling?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Like,
Dude, I think I'm deaf. The first ride on this thing, my eardrums were vibrating on the inside. I literally thought I was gonna blow my eardrum out. It was bad. Is your GoPro still going, Chuck?
It was like down the road and it was like, yeah, it's going. It was like down the road and it was like still here. Like, gonna. Well,
I'm sure the neighbors love that.
That just like flapping there. It helps. It's just like shooting right out of the engine.
Oh yeah, probably right on my shoe. Look at that.
Jeez.
Well guys, there it is. I went pretty much full throttle on this thing. I can't hear now anything, so that's awesome. The pipe definitely needs to be repaired. Oh yeah, it's just blowing a hole through it. Look at that. Oh my.
It's just flapping there.
Oh my gosh. That's crazy. Oh. It's literally just straight pipe.
Yeah,
I mean like no pipe actually.
Yeah, that's probably not the greatest.
Holy cow. Do you see how lean that sounded? It was like just revving up continuously.
Oh, yeah.
Trying to turn this thing around without stalling it was like almost impossible. Hopefully I got good GoPro footage, but man, what a beast of a bike.
The GoPro mic is
This thing's faster than the CR250 easily. It's got crazy good acceleration.
Well, it is like a what, 420? What cc?
It's a 420 cc. It's a weird number for a cc of a bike, isn't it? It's my birthday.
It's green too.
Yeah, that is funny. Well, that'll wrap up this bike. Obviously there's some air leaks causing it to run weird. I think the pipe might be the main issue though. There's no back pressure. Yeah. All right guys, so that was a very eventful ride. My eardrums are now gone. Charlie's are probably gone, so we're both deaf, but I mean, it was worth it to get that through every gear on this thing. That was not easy. To start this thing up, I think it took, what do you think, 40 kicks?
I don't even know.
And I had to put gas down the cylinder. I mean, I think this is what's causing the problem right here. I mean, it's just gone. That's the first real ride in this thing, and it might be the last. I might just sell this thing.
Yeah.
It's just a pain in the butt.
Get rid of
If I was to restore it, which I would not do because it's not a very good bike to begin with.
Not worth it at all.
No, it's not worth it at all. If you're gonna restore a bike, do like a KX500, not a KX420. But anyway, I was wearing these gloves throughout the whole video. They seem to hold up really well. They have not ripped, unlike the other ones I wear, where I have to change them out like 6 times a day. These held up really, really well. Chuck puts them on. What are your first impressions?
They're really nice, actually. Like, the material's really comfortable.
Yeah, he noticed that the material was really stretchy and comfortable right away, so they fit right to his
I
hands.
could tell that, like, they're all, like, oil-proof and gas-proof.
And I noticed, which was really, really weird, is that they still stay grippy even after oil and gas got on them.
Yeah, they actually are really.
Yeah, they're really grippy. It's like football gloves.
Like football gloves.
Yeah.
You could wear them as football gloves.
Yeah. But yeah, that's the review on them. If you guys want to go check them out, there'll be a link down in the description and the comment section, and use code 2vintage10 for 10% off these gloves. Let's start her up. Choke it maybe. Oh yeah. Here he comes. I wish we could take it through the water and test out the 4x4. Would somebody get mad?
Yeah.
How deep is this? Oh, easy. No problem getting through that. I know. Look at it, it's still clean too. Got the little 3-wheeler running. What the heck? Did it come off again?
No.
Sounds like an air leak or something. Huh. It's like not getting gas now. Oh, jeez.
Bring that 4-wheeler in, or is it fine?
Yeah, we can bring it in. It's starting to rain. What the heck? Alright, first ride in the beast.
all down?
One down, or maybe all up. I can't remember. Oh man. Oh yeah. Here he comes again. Does that back brake work?
Yeah.
A little wet?
A little.
Look at that knocking. Always going through, I think.
Did I go through all that stuff?
Yeah. Oh, look at the smoke. Boom, boom, boom.